Guys, good evening. Guys, if you're able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. So I was explaining about the SDLC and SDLC models, and I already have covered the waterfall model followed by the prototyping model. Okay, we have several other models that I'm going to cover in today's session. Fine. So let me type something like agile. Just give me a second. There are a few articles that I have written. I'll be using that articles to explain all this stuff. Fine. Yeah, this article I'll try to choose and I'll switch between the articles if required also. Fine. So already explained what is Agile. Agile means quick. I covered that. And Agile is one of the different software development lifecycle models that are available in the market. And the popular one, 95 to 99% of the projects are using Agile. Okay. In the market, 95 to 99% of the projects are using Agile. Okay. It doesn't mean that all these other models are bad. So most of the projects nowadays in the market are, suitable, compatible with the agile model. So that's why agile is in demand. So what about the other models? They are not bad. They are also suitable for different type of projects. And in the previous session already covered what is waterfall model and what is prototyping model. I already covered those things for you. Now let's go with the incremental iterative model. Okay. What is this incremental iterative model? I'll cover at a high level. So I'll show you one image for reference. I'll be showing this image for you. Incremental iterative model. Okay. Let me find out some diagram so that you can understand. This looks good for me. This particular image looks good for me. Okay. You can see this image, right? Someone has created this image. That's right. It looks good for me. This is something that is all about iterative incremental model. Okay. What does it mean? I'll explain. Let me also draw similar kind of diagram. Okay. So in the incremental iterative, okay, there are two words in this SDLC model, iterative or incremental, iterative model. What does it mean? There are two words. Iterative is one word, incremental is another word. So iterations means what? For every iteration, okay? So what happens here is, the as part of this SDLC model, right? While developers are and the team is working on this SDLC model, the team will gather the requirements, guys. Okay, the team will gather the requirements, and it doesn't mean that all the requirements should be available here. Some sort of requirements to get started should be available. Okay, unlike waterfall model, all the requirements should be available and all the requirements should be freeze to move on to the next phase. It's not like that. Okay, some requirements we have gathered. So requirements are not freeze. You can keep on adding more requirements to the bucket list later also. Then after once some requirements are gathered and we can start an iteration. First iteration, you can start first iteration. In the first iteration, the analysis, all the phases of model. Okay, analysis, design, coding. These are general phases, right? Analysis, design, coding, testing, whatever it may be. Okay, analysis, design, coding. Different phases of SDLC will be there, right? Analysis will be done. For these requirements, analysis will be done. Okay, some of the requirements in this gathered requirements will be taken, and in this first iteration, here you can write iteration one. Iteration one. This is the iteration one. The development of the software or the creation of the software or building of the software will be done in the form of iteration. In the first iteration, some requirements will be gathered. Out of these requirements that are gathered, few requirements will be analyzed. Few requirements designs will be created, high level, low level designs, design, whatever that happens in the design phase will be done. Then coding phase will be there. Then testing phase will be there. Okay. Analysis, analyzing the requirements, analyzing the requirements. Sorry. Analyzing the requirements. The next phase after analyzing, designing. Okay. Then development. Then testing. Like this. After for few of the requirements which are gathered from this bucket, Okay, analysis, designing, development and testing will be done. And as part of this outcome, okay, let's assume that this portion of the software is now ready. Okay, this kind of software is now ready. Okay, this much of software is ready. Assume that this much of software is ready. Now, once this kind of software is ready as an outcome of the iteration one, here the clients can give the feedback, early feedback they can give, and some portion of the software is available. Few requirements got implemented and the software got created. Now, in the next iteration, second after the first iteration is done, then second iteration will start. Second iteration will start. Iteration 2. And here also, requirements will not be freezed, guys. Okay. Few more requirements can be added, or few requirements can be deleted, few requirements can be modified, few requirements can be added. You see, requirements are still open to be added and all. Okay. They are not completed yet. Okay. Ongoing way, the requirements will be kept on gathered, modified, and all those stuff. Okay. That's why some dots will be given here. This will be carry forward here. Okay, requirements will be going down here. Okay, carry forward here, and few more requirements if required to be added can be added, gathered and added here. And if some requirements need to be modified, they can be modified. Any changes can be done here. Requirements are not freezed. Okay, and again, again, few of the requirements in this bucket list will be taken, and again, analysis, design, testing, everything will be done. Okay, these things will be done. Once they are done, again we'll get another outcome, right? Here, the second iteration, the size of the software will increase. Okay, the size of the software. The software size has become this much big now. The software size has become this much big now. Okay. Earlier, the size of the software was this much. Now it is this much. That means it got incremented. Here, the software size got incremented. That's why we name this model as incremental. The software size got incremented. You see, initially the size of the software is this much. The second iteration, at the end of the second iteration, the software size is this much, right? And again, here requirements are not freezed. Another thing you need to understand here is requirements are not freezed. Okay, requirements are not freezed. You can keep on. The bucket list is entry door for requirements, modification and adding, and all those things are still open. But few requirements will be taken in the development of the building of the software will be done on iteration basis. That's why iterative model will say. And in every iteration, by the end of every iteration, the size of the software will increase. That's why you call it as incremental. That's why this SDLC model is called as incremental iterative model. Okay. And again, the story carries forward, guys. Now third iteration will start. Okay. Third iteration will start. Again, the same things, guys. Okay. Again, the same things. Okay. The same things here. Okay. This kind of stuff will be there. And now the size of the software become even more bigger. Okay. This much. And this keeps going on. This keeps going on. Okay. This keeps going on. This keeps going on. And this SDLC model is called as, okay, this type of developing or building the software in the form of iterations, incremental way of building the software. For every iteration, the software size is getting incremented, and requirements are not freezed here. These are few things that you need to know about. These are few things that you have to know about this SDLC model, that is incremental iterative model. But still here, testing will not come in the beginning. You see, is the testing coming in, even for few requirements, is the testing coming in the beginning? Tell me, guys, is the testing starting in the first phase itself? In this first iteration, is the testing in the first place? No. Okay. Testing is still coming in the next last phase. Okay. For few requirements, at least compared to waterfall model, testing is coming a faster way. If you compare waterfall model, prototyping model, testing is coming beginning, because in waterfall model, all the requirements should be done. All the requirements should be designed. All the requirements should be analyzed. All the requirements should be designed. All the requirements should be developed. Then only testing will start. But here, all the requirements need not be developed. Some requirements for which are assigned to this iteration should be completed. That is analyzed, design, development to start the testing. When compared to the waterfall model, testing is coming fast or late. When this SDLC model is compared with the waterfall model, is the testing coming a bit faster or late? What do you say, guys? When compared to the waterfall model, here testing is coming faster. Yes, right? The answer is fast. Why? In waterfall model, all the requirements should be analyzed, all the requirements should be designed, all the requirements should be developed, then testing will come. But here, only few requirements should be analyzed, designed, developed, and then testing coming. Which one is faster? Which one is fast, guys? Answer my question, guys, first. Answer my question. Testing is coming faster in iterative incremental model or waterfall model. Testing is coming faster in iterative incremental model. It is faster. When compared to the waterfall model, in iterative incremental model, testing is coming fast. Right? Only few requirements, it will take less time to get the testing, right? But all the requirements should be analyzed, developed, designed, developed means testing will come late in the project. Imagine, visualize the project and you can understand that, okay? Yeah, I got a question. For each functionality, it will develop in iteration. Yes, definitely. For each, for each function, it's not each functionality. It requirements. We don't know which functionalities and all. Okay, it's not functionality basis. Few requirements. Is that clear, Jay? Jay, is your question answered? For each functionality, it will be developed in it. It's not about functionality. It is about requirements. Requirements are different. Functionalities are different. It can be in this iteration, multiple functionalities can be part of the requirement. We don't know. Login requirement, login functionality may be there, logout functionality will be there, search functionality will be there in these requirements. Multiple functionalities will be there. It's not only login. It's a combination of functionalities also can be there. One of the requirement belong to the login functionality. Another requirement may belong to the logout functionality. Another requirement may belong to such functionality like that. Clear, Jay? Is that clear or any questions? Okay, fine. So any other questions here, guys? Any other questions in this SDLC model, that is incremental iterative SDLC model? Do you have any other questions? So this is nothing but the incremental iterative model. Okay, I'll be posting this in the Telegram group. From there you can get this notes. The screenshots, all the screenshots of the things will be posted here. And if you want to see all the screenshot I have shared so far, you can click on the Telegram group and here 167 photos are there. You can go through all these photos here and there. I'll be sharing all this. You see, you can find all these things. This is the current one. Previous and prototype model, waterfall model is there here. Somewhere here, some other thing is there that I covered, presentation, different layers of the application I covered for API testing. Okay. Tomorrow we have the session on API, guys. Okay, at 6 p.m. IST. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. IST, I'll resume the API testing. Okay, on the weekend I cover the API testing series, right? That will be done on the weekdays. Okay, fine. Yeah. What else? Okay. So this is what is a incremental iterative SDLC model. Okay, it's not done it. The story is not ended here. We'll move to the next next SDLC model. Waterfall is over, prototyping is over, incremental and iterative model is over. Next model is what? What is the next model? Spiral model. Everyone type in the chat box spiral SDLC model. Okay, spiral. So I'll also use the help of ChatGPT. Okay, these days everyone is using ChatGPT for everything. So why can't we use it for training purpose also? So spiral SDLC model. Keep using ChatGPT for each and everything, guys. Okay, so this will make our life easy. Okay, the faster way you will learn that stuff. Don't go with the traditional approaches of learning the stuff. Keep using ChatGPT. Okay, for each and everything, and things will become more clear for you. Okay. You see, the spiral model is a type of software development lifecycle model that combines elements of both design and prototyping in stages, making it particularly suitable for large, complex, and high-risk projects. Okay. Planning phase, risk analysis phase will be there. So this is what is the important area of the spiral model, risk analysis. Okay, risk analysis. What is that something that is unique thing about the spiral model? What is that something that is unique about the spiral model? In other models, we don't have this phase. What is a phase which is unique for a spiral model? What is a phase of spiral model which is not there in other SDLC models? There are different phases of the spiral model, right? In that, one of the phase is spiral risk analysis phase. This risk analysis phase is not available in other models. Okay, if someone asks you about spiral model, you have to talk more about the risk analysis phase. Okay, here we are identifying and evaluating this while building the software and create the solutions also. If this risk arises, what should be the solution also will discuss. They will discuss risk mitigation strategies. How to resolve that risk also will be done here in this phase. Here, there are four phases in the spiral model, guys. There are four phases in the spiral model. First phase is what? Planning phase. Okay. Planning phase, then risk analysis phase, then development and testing phase, then evaluation phase. Okay. So I'll try to find out some diagrams of the spiral SDLC model. Okay. There will be a lot of things, guys. Yeah, this image looks similar to whatever we wanted. Okay. Identifying objectives, that is planning phase, then risk analysis, then development and evaluation means testing only. Evaluation means testing only. Okay. Product development and testing. Okay. So a lot of articles will be there here and there. Okay. That's okay. So we'll go back to this one. So here in the planning phase, the requirements will generally what will be there in planning, requirements gathering, analysis, all those things will be there in the planning phase generally. Okay. Requirements basically. Risk analysis. In the risk analysis phase, identifying and evaluating the risk, develop risk mitigation strategies. What are the possible risks of going further in this model will be there. Then engineering phase will be there where building and testing the product incrementally. Here prototyping will be there, coding will be there, testing also will be there. Okay. Here prototyping will be there in this engineering phase. But the main thing is a risk analysis phase, guys, which is not there in the other things. Okay. You see, planning phase, risk analysis phase, then engineering phase where development and testing will be done. Then finally, evaluation phase will be there. In the evaluation phase, review the current version with stakeholders, plan the next iteration. Okay. So here, these are the four versions, four phases: planning phase, risk analysis phase, engineering phase, and evaluation phase. In the planning phase, all the objectives, requirements, and everything will be okay. Whatever the things that are required, mock screens, whatever may be, will be ready here. Okay. Then risk analysis. Risk analysis means before going to the development and testing phase, they will try to analyze the risks. Okay. What are the possible risks, and they will create something about that. Okay. The main advantage of this spiral model is risk analysis only, guys. That is risk identification and mitigation is the main advantage, guys. Okay, flexible in requirements and design, customer feedback is integrated, and okay, can you provide more details about this SDLC model in an easy and step-by-step way? Okay, let's write like this. The spiral model is a software development approach that combines the idea of iterative development, that is repeating cycles. Here iterations are going on, right? Repeat is there. You say planning, risk analysis, engineering, evaluation. Okay. Again, repeat. Repeat means iterations. Next iteration, again, planning will be done. Then risk analysis will be done. Then engineering will be done. That is development and testing will be done. Then evaluation will be done. Okay. Same thing here also, right? So iterative development, okay? Spiral model also will follow iterations. And yeah, I'll draw a diagram later. First, try to understand, okay? After understanding all these concepts, I'll draw a diagram and try to explain in a better way. In every iteration, you are doing risk management, okay? As part of the risk analysis phase, in one first iteration, risk analysis will be there, okay? Second iteration, risk analysis will be there. Third, okay? For the projects where risk analysis is required, such kind of projects, guys, okay? You cannot go deep into that, okay? Think of it like building software in layers. You will build a little, test a little, assess risk, and then build more. Okay. So these are the kind of projects. Your answer is here only. Right? Neha, your answer is here only. Think of it like where you have to use, if you are trying to build a software in layer format, where you build a little, then test a little, assess the risk, and then build more. This is where it is required. Okay. So we'll try to find it out, okay, more about this. Okay, we just get started, right? Define goals for the current phase. In this phase, what need to be completed as part of software development? What need to be completed as part of building the software? What is our goal by the end of this iteration? We have to decide, okay, in the planning phase. Then gather requirements for this cycle. In this iteration, in the first iteration, what are the requirements we need to complete as per the goals? Identify features to develop next. Example, we need to build the login feature and set up the database is a goal for this particular iteration. Okay. Then risk analysis. What could go wrong? Think about potential problems and uncertainties risk. Example, what if our login system is not secure is a risk analysis. Here you are more worried about what are the possible risks and accordingly you are solving them. Okay. Try to solve or reduce those risks before continuing. Okay. Plan properly here. Okay? You might build a prototype here to test risky ideas. Here, prototyping also will be there as part of this. In the engineering phase, whatever the prototype is there, okay, this is a risk mitigation strategy, prototyping and all. Okay, you'll get a feedback, you will reduce the risk and all, analyze the risk and all, mitigation ideas, and then, in the engineering phase, prototyping, coding, designing, coding, testing, all the major phases of the SDLC will be there here, like designing phase, coding phase, testing phase will be there. So in the whatever the feedback we got from the prototyping, okay, that we can use here to improve, build and test the login screen. Okay. At the end of this engineering phase, testing also will be done. Designing will be done, coding will be done, testing will be done. Then finally evaluation, how did we do? Okay, in the how did the iteration according to the set goals, have we done the work properly or not? That will be review will be done by the customers or stakeholders to see how this iteration went well or not. If it didn't went well or if any improvements need to be done, we are going to implement the feedback in the next iteration. Show the login screen to the client and ask, is this what you wanted and all? Okay, evaluation. If not, something didn't went well in this iteration, in the next iteration we'll fix it. Okay. Again, second iteration will start, third iteration will start. Okay. Okay. So when to use, in which projects we have to use a spiral model? When the project is big and complex. For example, someone is building this Windows operating system. Does it need spiral model? Yes or no? Guys, if someone is building big and complex applications like Windows 11 operating system or, very complex, big and complex applications, that is required. Okay. Yeah, here example is there, right, Ramu? Did you understand the risk analysis here? How the risk will be analyzed? Ramu, is that clear? Here example is also there. What if our login system is not secured? That is a possible risk. How to mitigate that? We have to resolve here in the risk analysis. Is that clear, Ramu? Ramu, is that clear? Hello? Yeah. Okay. Fine. So how does it look like? This SDLC model, if you draw, it looks like a spiral, guys. Like it looks like a spiral where each loop, which every spiral is like every circle is like a iteration. Okay. So when the project is big and complex, when requirements are unclear, when there are significant risk possible. You see, if you want to follow a risk-based approach in a project, okay, if while building the project, a lot of risks will come. Like while constructing a building, there is a possibility that the building may collapse. Okay, the kind of material that you may use may not be good. Okay, if such kind of sense you are getting, and if you want to follow a better approach where you want to take some time out to analyze the risk and mitigate the risk in advance. Okay, before building a flyover, you want to check whether proper material will be used and flyover height and width should be correct and it should not be difficult for the users and all. Okay, the travelers and all. Okay, there you can go with the spiral model. Okay, it all depends on the client requirement. If the client want to go with the risk analysis mode, then this kind of model can be suitable for such kind of projects. When frequent feedback is needed, because every iteration feedback will be done easily, right? So think of building a house. First loop, plan foundation, test soil risk, lay the base. Second loop, plan walls. You see, very big things you want to construct in a risk analysis way, in a step-by-step manner. There you can go with this kind of model. You see, if you are thinking of building a very big building, the first iteration, what you will do? You'll plan the foundation, test the soil, and do the risk analysis about the soil, whether the foundation will establish or not, lay the base. First iteration will be completed. In second iteration, you'll be planning the walls, whether the walls will be, test for the stability of the walls and build the walls. Second iteration. Third iteration, Plumbing work, check issues if there are no leakages and all. Risk analysis will be done so that no plumbing issues will come in future and install them. Okay. And so on until the house is completed. Step by step, you are building a complex house. Okay. For complex projects in a step by step manner in the iteration basis. And in every iteration, you are looking for the risk and all. Okay. There's one simple real world example they have given that you can clearly understand, right? That is what is a spiral model. And if I have to diagrammatically draw the spiral model, it will be like this. Okay. Spiral model. Spiral SDLC model. The spiral SDLC model like this. Diagram will be like this. Okay. You have to draw this like this. And one of the phase will be what phase? Planning phase. Second, what is the second phase, guys? What is the second phase? What is the second phase here? Anyone? Type in the chat box. What is the second phase? After planning, what is the next phase? After planning, what is the next phase? Risk analysis, right? Risk analysis, correct. Then, what is the third phase? What is the third phase then? From the explanation I have given, you can easily imagine you can give the right. What is the third phase? Yeah, it is the engineering phase. Engineering phase where, design, coding, testing, everything will be done. This is the engineering phase, right? Then, what is the last phase? Did the things, whatever we thought of plan, goals we have planned, we have achieved or not, evaluation phase, okay? So before moving to the next phase, we'll take a pass of evaluating how we are doing the work. And this kind of spiral model is suitable for big and complex projects, okay? Where the building building of the software should be done in several iterations, okay? In a step-by-step manner, okay? For such kind of projects, it is suitable. And also, risk analysis is a unique thing in this model, which is not available in any other models. These are the important things you have to understand about the spiral model, okay? Someone in the interview asks you about the spiral model, you should explain like this, okay? So here the things will start from here, planning phase, okay? Like this, it will start. Risk analysis will be done. Engineering will be done. And evaluation will be done. This is one spiral. One iteration is completed. Now, second iteration. Again, planning, risk analysis, engineering, and evaluation. Then third spiral, third iteration. Again, all these four phases will be repeated. So iterations will be there, okay? Yeah. Then another phase. Then another phase. This is what is called as a spiral model. Okay. This is what is called the here building of the software. Building 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 of the software will be done in multiple iterations, okay? Here building of the software, sorry, where is that gone? Just give me a second. Building of the software will be done in iterations, okay? Iterative way will be there, and which type of projects it is suitable and everything I covered. No, it's not about modules and all. It's not about modules. It's not about module, Satyanjaya Mohanty, right? It's not about module. I covered right here what will be done in the iterations. Okay. Give a real world example of a project which uses the spiral model. Let's see. Then you will get it. Okay. A major banks want to develop a secure large scale online banking system for its customers. Okay, net banking or whatever it may be. Okay, why spiral model? It involves complex requirements will be there. Security is at high risk area. Okay, that's why this model is chosen. This SDLC model will be chosen for this online banking system software. Frequent need features need frequent updates. Okay, the client bank wants to review each phase. Okay, evaluation phase and all. Spiral one, basic planning and risk assessment. Okay, create a secure login system is the goal. Will that risk analysis will the authentication will the login system will be secured enough is a risk analysis. Build a mock login from with form with basic backend, customer review, bank tests and approves login security function features. The next one, account management, add account balance, viewing and transaction history. Layer by layer you are going. Okay, layer by layer you are going. How to prevent unauthorized access to user data. Okay, bank test will re and give feedback and add ability to transfer money between them. You see, one by one, you are increasing the functionality. You are building the software in an incremental way also here. Okay, so in every iteration, by the end of the every iteration, the software size will increase. That also is there. Okay, the banking system is being built incrementally also. Like iterative incremental model, it is also there. But extra thing is risk analysis is there. That's what is the important thing. Even evaluation is also there at the end of every iteration. Okay, so this is what is the thing, guys. Okay, these are some examples you can find out. Any other easy example to understand? Easy example. Let's try this out. We can keep on giving the prompts. You'll get a lot of examples. You see, a college wants a system to manage student enrollment, attendance, grades, and faculty data. Requirements are 100% aren't clear yet, and they may change over time. So I want to build this particular software which can do all this stuff in a step-by-step manner. Okay, and also I want to keep an eye on the risk problems and all. In the iteration one, they started with a student registration model, which is required first. Okay, then they have done you see, what if the student register with invalid info? There is a possibility that invalid registrations may happen, right? Okay, maybe if I have gone through one of the process recently, guys. Okay, how did they evaluated real students needs and all? uh, are the real students applying for the college thing and all? They're asking you to pay some amount. Okay, only the real people will pay some advance amount, right? Like 500 rupees or 1,000 bucks or something they will pay, so that filtering will happen. So this is what is the risk analysis. Okay, college staff test it and give feedback. Okay, so then next phase, attendance tracking. You see, after registration model is over, then attendance tracking is created, then grade management is done, then faculty database is created. It doesn't matter only module by module, work by work, something you are incrementing it. Okay, you are building the software in a step by step manner. Whatever the first thing to be completed, that is completed, then you are adding few more things, then you are adding few more things, you are adding few more things until the final output comes. Got it now? Is that clear? Mohanty, is that clear? It's not about module by module, it's about going to the next level otherwise. Okay, to get an idea, it's every iteration, you are going to the next level. The software will reach the next level, simple. Okay, that's what is the purpose. It's not about modules and all. Okay, fine. So this is what is a spiral model, guys. It's nothing but the spiral model. Okay. You see, that's what I told you, right? Here, work will be done in a iteration in step-by-step manner. Okay. Step-by-step manner to reach the next layer. Okay. So in every iteration, the software will reach a next level. Okay. It's not module by module. It's a next level it will reach. Okay. That's what is a spiral model. Fine. Got it. Right. Don't assume, guys. Don't assume that it's going to be module by module always. Okay. It may feel easy that, it will be done module by module. We'll visualize that like that. Okay. That's not the correct thing. Okay. Should not visualize. You have to go to the real things. Okay. Things will not happen ideally in real time. Okay. Module by module. Those are just on the paper. It will be like this. Okay. But in real time, it depends on work. Okay. Are we going to the next level is something that we have to think about. Then we are done with this incremental and iterative model and spiral model. And the next model we have is a V model. Everyone type in the chat box V model. What is that thing that is, okay. Doesn't matter. Duration of iteration doesn't matter. There's no particular durations. Okay. It's unlike Agile SDLC, Scrum methodology. There are no durations and all. Okay. There's no particular things about durations in this model. Okay. Maheshwari, right? Hope you got the answer, right, Maheshwari? There's no particular duration, okay, in this model. Yes, next model is V model. Okay. Next model is what? V model. Okay. V SDLC model. So this V model is also known as validation and verification model, guys. Okay. Everyone type in the chat box. V model means validation and verification. Okay. There are two terms. One is validation. Other one is verification. What is validation and what is verification? I'm going to explain. Okay. Before I jump on to this SDLC model, right? In the V model, there are two letters. One is validation, other one is verification. What is mean by validation? What is mean by verification? Okay. I'll explain. Okay. So what is the difference? Okay. Difference between validation and verification. Okay. Let's try it. What is the difference between validation and verification? Okay. Verification means, are we building the product right? Validation means, are we building the right product? Okay. Okay. What is verification? I'll tell you. What is validation? I'll tell you. Okay. Let me write down that here. Okay. On the left side, I'm going to write verification. I'll make it clear for you. Verification. On the right side, I'll write validation. Okay. So guys, to build a software in the SDLC models, to build a software, we'll gather the requirements and create some document known as BRS document. Yes or no? Requirements will be gathered and put in a document known as BRS document, right? Generally. Yes or no? Yes, right? And after that, we'll create some designs. In the design phase, some designs will be created. High level design, low level design, some mock screens, wireframes, everything will be done in the design phase. Right? So, as part of verification, we have to verify whether the requirements that are created and put into the BRS document or some documents are correct or not. We have to check. Okay. And design screens, designs are correct or not. Designs are correct or not. All these things we have to do in the verification. Okay. Before building the software, have we collected proper requirements? Have we created correct designs? That's what, if you're checking that kind of thing, that process is called as, okay, verification. Verify whether the requirements, designs are correct or not before building the software. Okay. Before building the software, checking the, okay, correctness of requirements, designs, and other stuff, okay, other documents, etc., is known as verification. What will happen if there are some wrong requirements given, and if the developers follow the wrong requirements and build the software? What will happen? Wrong product will come, right? Right product will come, or correct product will come, or wrong product will come. If the requirements are itself wrong and the developers are blindly following the wrong requirements, wrong product will come. The outcome if verification is not done properly, what will happen? Wrong product will come. Wrong product will come, right? So these important things, guys. Verification you have to understand, validation you have to understand. Okay. Outcome if the verification is not done properly, wrong product will be created by the developers later, because wrong requirements will be blindly followed by the developers and they'll create a wrong product. Okay. That's what will happen if the verification is not done. So imagine, guys, okay, Let me ask you one thing. Let's say you want to travel from location A to location B in your city. Let's say you want to travel from location A to location B. What you will do, guys? You don't know the how to reach that location B from location A. So what is the thing that you use in your day-to-day life? Maps, right? Google Maps. You guys will use Google Maps. Assume that you guys can do this parallelly, guys. Okay. Assume that you want to go from one place of your, just imagine, you can pick up your mobile phones. Okay, when I'm teaching you right away, you can do that. You can pick up your mobile phones and open the Google Maps app in your in your mobile phone. Okay, hope everyone has a mobile phone with you. Just take that mobile phone and type, give your current location and destination. You give it as a some other location that you want to go, let's say. And what you will do, guys, you will directly start traveling. You will directly start traveling with that map. No, right? What you will do? You'll check for the directions. You'll not start the maps. You'll not start the map. You'll check the direction. Some people will also check in the browser also. Let's say tomorrow I want to go to one location. Okay. So I'll just write something here. Let's say uh, good places in Hyderabad. Okay. Let me search here and I want to travel to Charminar. Okay, I want to travel to Charminar. Okay, I'm in Hyderabad, right? I'm from Hyderabad, in Telangana state of India. Telangana, Hyderabad. I'm from this place, Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, there is one Charminar kind of place is there. I want to go to the Charminar. Okay, so I'll just ask here Charminar direction. In the maps, I'll do the same thing. My location to Charminar. Okay, so I'll just check this, directions. I'll check. I have not started my journey, guys. Before starting, did I start my journey now? I'm just before my computer machine, right? I didn't start my journey. But before starting, I'm checking. I'm checking whether what is the route and all. So where I am actually? Somewhere here I am. Okay. Here. This is my place. Here I am actually. Okay. Yeah. So this is the place I stay. From here, I have to travel this direction. This is Suchitra circle, okay, which is kind of, I can understand where I am going and I'm checking my plan. I'm checking MMR Gardens and all, it's stating something and somewhere here, I have to take this path, okay, instead of going this direction, I have to go this direction, okay. So there is a temple, I know this temple, okay, I can understand, okay. So I have to go to the temple, near to the temple and there is like a Usain Sagar kind of place is there, okay, tank bund we call. I have to go via the tank bund, okay. Then from here, there Nizam College will come and I have to keep going there and there is a, like this I have to keep going, okay. If I don't know, I can maximize, do all the stuff and this is a location I'm checking. Abbott's Road I need to go, okay. I'm getting some clues and all, okay. And then Gulfer's house and then from there I have to go to this and I'll reach my destination. So I have not started my journey, but I'm checking whether this Google is giving a proper direction to me or not, okay. Is it leading me to a proper location is giving or not, I'm checking. So if these directions are given wrong, what will do? What will happen if I didn't check this location and if I start tomorrow directly start using the maps without checking how the Google Maps will take me to the destination? What will happen? I may end up in a wrong place, right? So that's what is the thing. As part of verification, I'm checking whether Google Maps is giving me a correct direction or not. I'm checking that first. I'm checking. I didn't start my journey. But in validation, what will happen? Whatever the suggestion this Google Maps have given me, I will use that map and start my journey. Well, if it says left, I'll go left. If it says right, I'll go right. And I'll start using the maps and try to reach the destination. I'll start using the software here. Okay. Whatever it suggested is working fine or not, I have to check here. Here, the correct thing is given or not, I need to check. Proper directions are given or not, I have to check. Here, the given directions, I'm going to experience it and try to reach the location. There is a difference, right? You can understand the difference, right? Here also, in software also, in as part of verification, correct requirements are given or not, correct designs are created or not, any other things which are correct are created or not. I have to verify that here. So that wrong product will not be created. What will be done in the validation then? What will be done in the validation? Here we'll check whether the software built is working correctly or not. Okay, the software is working correctly or not. I'll start using the software and then see, if I have to let like this kind of stuff. Validation means like this kind of stuff that we generally do validation most of the times. I'll go to this application and I just want to validate means, let's say I want to validate this login functionality. How do I validate this login functionality? Here I'll enter the credentials, okay, and click on the login button, and I'm able to get logged in or not. This is what is called as validation. This is one of the example of the validation. Here I'm not checking for the correct requirements, correct designs and all. That is already being checked in the verification. But here, the validation, we are checking whether software is built correctly or not, okay? Or software is properly working or not, okay? Here, built software is working or not, I'll check, okay? Is working or not. Is properly, is working correctly or is working or not, I'll check, okay? This is the main thing. Built software is working or not, I'll check, okay? That's what is validation, guys. In verification, the things that are required for building the software are correct or not, I'll check. Here, already the software is built. Is it working correctly or not? I'll check as part of the validation. Okay, fine. So, yeah, I'll go here and to this notes and all. What is validation? It checks whether the final product means, okay, it's done out, software is built, okay, all those stuff. Okay, you see, I gave that right log, having real users test the login system to ensure it is working or not, working as expected or not is validation. Here, verification means without running the code and all, we'll do that, all the stuff. A lot of theoretical parties there, guys. I'll explain that later. I have to cover verification and validation at the next level, I know. But here to get started, okay, you have to understand like this. Verification means, okay, so are whatever the requirements, designs, and any other documents that are needed for building the software, before building the software are properly, are correct things or not, I have to check. That is verification. After the software is built or something has been done as part of developing this and all, okay, is the developed part is working fine or not, okay, is the developed part is working fine or not, okay, is something known as validation. Got it, guys? Is a Google Maps giving a correct direction or not? Before I start my journey, is a Google Maps giving a correct direction or not is verification. Then I start using that Google Maps to see and check whether I am reaching the destination as per Google Maps or not. The right destination I'm reaching by using that Google Maps is called as validation. Fine. By using the Google Maps, I'm reaching the proper destination is nothing but validation. And before starting my journey, checking whether the right directions are given is called as verification. Everyone clear with this verification and validation is clear for everyone? Is verification and validation clear? I gave the real world example. I gave the software example also. Is that clear? This is what is verification. Before you go and jump onto the V model, you have to understand about verification and validation, guys. Okay, you have to understand about verification and validation. So before I start explaining about the V model, you guys should have the idea about this. You guys should have the idea about what is verification, what is validation, and all those stuff. Where it's gone. Right, paste here. See, okay, it's coming not good. Mhm. Gone. Just give me a second. Yeah, came back. Let me post this in the notes in the Telegram group. From there, you can get this. Okay. Uh, Mohanty, what real world example you want? Verification, validation, did you understand, Mohanty? Mohanty, did you understand the verification and validation here? What is verification and validation? No? Where did you miss? What you didn't understand? Okay, let me give you another example, Mohanty. Just imagine about this application. Before this login functionality is built, Mohanty, you there? You try to ping, don't give me direct messages, Mohanty. In the chat, don't give me direct messages. Keep it as meeting group chat. Okay. When you are pinging in the Zoom chat, right? There is a two kind of thing, right? In the blue color thing, change it to meeting group chat. Okay. You are only directly asking the questions to me. Okay. Other people cannot see your questions. Okay. Just write that. Okay. Properly. Fine. Okay. So here you can clearly see, right? For example, for this login page to be created, what should be done generally? Directly, someone will create this login page? No, right? Some requirements will be created, some design screens will be created. Yes or no, Mohanty? But before building this login page, what will be done? In the BRS document, some requirements will be there, and the UI team will create some designs, wireframes, designs, a lot of other stuff will be there, right? Yes or no? Do you agree? Yes. Let's assume that in one of the design screen, it's mentioned that uh, email address should be like this. Email field should be here. Password field should be here. Password should be field here. Forgotten password should be here. Login should be here. Okay. Assume that they are given this. A mock screen is there. Assume that. Okay. Before building the software, the UI team has created this design. Assume that. The software is not built yet. But now, while you are as part of verification, what you can test, you can check whether, as part of verification, what you can test, you can check whether the designs created by the UI team is correct or not. Before the developers have start writing the code for building this particular application as if it is working for you right now, before the software for this particular design screen is created, you are checking the design screen and you are reporting a defect saying that in this login, okay, remember me option is not available. You are doing that. Okay. Getting my point? That is called as verification. Before the software is built, by looking at the design screen, checking whether the design screen is properly designed by the UI team is or not is one of the example of the verification. Okay. Let's think about a real world example. Let's think about a real world example, Monty. You use any water bottle? Do you use any water bottle for drinking water daily? Yes or no? Monty? Yes, right? Imagine a water bottle. How the water bottle will look like? Okay, there are different models of water bottles right here. Okay. Now, in the requirement, assume that this is one of the example of a water bottle, right? In the requirement or the design screen, okay, the design was like this. But what the client wanted actually is there should be a holder. In this particular design, there is a holder to carry the bottle. Tell me. You see, this particular water bottle has a holder. Assume that there is a bottle like this. Does it have a holder here? Is there a holder here? No, right? Here, holder is not there. But the water bottle is not manufactured or built. Assume that water bottle is not created yet, not produced in the factory yet. But before this design has come to you, but you know that as per the client requirements and all discussions, whatever you know that it should be easy for the users to carry the water bottle. But this water bottle can be easily carried? No. Now, before this water bottle is produced in the factory, by looking at this design, by checking this design, you are reporting the defect to the team saying that this water bottle cannot be carried in a easy manner because it doesn't have a holder. Please change the design. This kind of testing is called as verification. Before the water bottle is ready, you are checking that. Is it clear now, Mohanty? What is verification? Only focus of verification. Don't worry about validation. For now, clear about verification. You're checking the design only. Before the water bottle is made ready in the factory, you are checking the design. Okay? Assume that you done all those stuff and finally, okay, verification you have done and the developers have the documents were modified, the images were modified like this. Okay? Later the images were modified like this. Okay? And once this water bottle, verified water bottle is produced in the factory and this water bottle come to you, what you will do? You will do verification here? No, you will not do the verification. Once the water bottle is produced or made ready in the factory, what you will do as part of testing? You will do validation. What is validation? You will pour water into this water bottle, okay, drink it and hold it and go here and there and see whether I am able to use the water bottle properly or not. That is validation. Before building the water bottle, is the whatever the items or documents or screenshots or whatever the images that are needed before that need to be given to the factory so that factory people can build the water bottle in a proper way are correct or not, those designs and all those things requirements are correct or not, checking that is called as verification. After the factory has built this water bottle for you, okay, produce this water bottle or made this water bottle ready for you, and you want to grab that water bottle, put that water into the water bottle and start using the water bottle to see whether I can use a water bottle in a proper way, whether I am liking that water bottle and can use a water bottle in a proper way, is that working fine or not, is the water bottle serving my needs or not, is called as validation. Clear, no? Now got it right? So, but in terms of software, there will be BRS document, there will be some design screens, wireframes, mock screens, checking all those documents which are required for building the software are called as is called as verification. So that if any mistakes are there in the original requirements and all, that will be corrected here. So even assume about you go to a civil engineer and ask the civil engineer to create a plan for your building, whatever the plan you get from the civil engineer before you construct a building, right? Checking whether are there any mistakes in the plan given by the civil engineer, checking them and again contacting the civil engineer to modify them is called as verification. Whereas once the building is constructed, then you are checking whether the building is properly, I can use a building properly or not, to stay there properly or not, serving my needs or not, is called as validation. Simple. Here, before building the software, what are the things that are required for building the software are correct or not is verification. And once the software is created, am I able to use the software properly or not? The build software, I can use the software properly or not is called as validation. Simple. Now clear, na? Okay, clear. Great. So this is what is validation and verification and validation, guys. Okay. So before we go to the V model, we have to understand about verification and validation. Okay. Before going to the V model, we have to understand about this verification and validation, guys. Okay. These are the important terms. Next thing is that we'll go into the V model. Okay. Next thing is that here they cannot write the diagram properly. So here, this side of the V will be like, it will be like V shape. I'll show you one image for the V model, how it looks like. V model, how the V model looks like. You see, this is a V model, okay? This is one of the diagram, okay, which represents the V model, okay? You can clearly see, right? Verification phase. This side of the V is verification. This side of the V is validation. Before building the software, here coding means building, right? Coding means developing the software. Before developing the software, here even during the development also some verification will be there. Okay, and validation also will be there. Here coding is common for verification and validation will have a common phase known as coding part. But here requirement gathering, which type of testing will be done? Verification type of testing will be done. Which kind of testing will be done? Verification in requirement gathering. System analysis also verification. Designing part also verification. Verifying whether the designs are properly designed or not. Verify the requirements gathered are correct or not. Okay. Here SRS document, system design analysis or designing, whatever it is, system analysis. In here, development team has properly created a SRS document or not. Whatever the contents that are mentioned in the BRS document are correct or not. Whatever the contents that are mentioned in the SRS document are correct or not. Whatever the high level designs, low level designs, prototypes or mock screens, wireframes created by the team are correct or not. Checking them. Okay, before building the software, checking all this documents that can be used while the developers were building the software are correct or not is called as, okay, design. Again, all the designs, documents, everything, okay, is verification phase. Okay, it's called, we'll verify them. Okay, this side of the V model, we have this kind of stuff. Okay, and this side we have the validation. So as part of validation, I have to explain about unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. These are the four levels of testing. So a lot of things I need to cover, guys. Okay, as part of verification, I have to explain a lot of stuff. As part of validation, this will take time, guys. Okay, V model will take time. Okay, it's not as simple as if I can complete today itself. This will take time. So in the next session, I'll cover this V model for you. So a lot of items are there in the verification phase. How do we verify all these requirements, designs, and all? What are the different ways of verifying the designs and everything? I have to cover here, including the code, how to verify the code also. Without running the code, how to verify and all. A lot of things are there. And once the code is built, how to do the unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing. What are these things? These are called the different levels of testing, guys. I have to cover a lot of stuff. I'll be doing that in the next session. Okay, I'll be doing this in the next session, guys. Okay, so for today, this much is enough. And if you have any questions, you can ask me right now. We are slowly going because this is very important concept, guys. When you are going to software testing, right, all these concepts should be clear for you. Okay, we have to understand different concepts of software testing. Okay, as part of SDLC models, I am also covering about verification, validation, and many other items that you need to understand. Okay, a lot of things are there that you need to understand. All the things are being cleared for you. Any questions, guys, so far from today's session? Do you have any questions from the incremental iterative model, spiral model, V model? We are halfway. So in the next session, that is on Monday. Okay, Monday we'll continue with the V model. I will continue these sessions, guys. Okay, maybe next week also we'll go with the manual testing only. Okay, so Agile, RAD, Big Bang. Okay, V model is important. Then RAD is simple one, Big Bang is simple one. Agile will take time. Okay, because Jira tool is there, Agile model is there. Maybe we'll. I cannot explain about automation testing right now. Okay. Ramya, I cannot explain about automation testing. That will deviate. You can any questions are there? You can ask me about the manual testing part. Okay. Or if you are in a hurry, you can check my YouTube channel and you can find all the details there. QFox. Uh, just go to the YouTube channel. Okay. Search for QFox. You'll get my channel. Sorry. Just search for QFox and you'll get my channel. Once you get my channel, go to my channel, guys. Once you go to my channel and here search for QFox space uploading files in Selenium. Like this, you search. You'll get the video. How to upload a file in Selenium. Okay. You just watch this video, you'll understand. Okay. Is that fine? Ramya, can you do that? Just go to this video and try that. Fine. I can guide you here. So any other questions, anyone? Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any other questions? Okay. Looks like no questions. So that's all for today, guys. Okay. That's all for today. Tomorrow we'll have API testing sessions. Okay. So at 6 p.m. we'll start API testing. Okay. So attend that session. Today, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we are going to have the API testing sessions. Again, from Monday onwards, again, we'll continue the manual testing. Maybe I'll extend for a week. Okay. So after the week, we may think about Selenium automation. Till that, we'll continue. Okay. So there are a few things that I'm covering in depth. That's okay. Things are interesting, right? That's okay. You can carry forward with that. So yeah. Bye, everyone. See you. Take care.